Emperor Ashoka, who expanded the Maurya Empire to its greatest extent during his reign, was once famous for his brutal war campaigns and violent tendencies. But after a decisive battle, he realized the truth of life and was drawn towards Buddhism. In this story, we see how Ashoka transformed his life, inspired by the teachings of Lord Buddha. Start. This story begins from the time of the Kalinga War, when Ashoka invaded Kalinga. This war was extremely terrible and destructive. Thousands of people died, and this war shook the whole country. After the end of the war, Ashoka visited the battlefield and saw the situation there. The bodies of the dead and the suffering of the injured people deeply shocked his mind. Horror of war. Ashoka saw that the war had only expanded the boundaries of the kingdom, but it had destroyed countless innocent lives. His soul was shaken by this destruction. He could not sleep at night and remained immersed in the daytime wondering whether all this was really necessary. Was this really the meaning of victory? Self-exploration. In the midst of this self-torture and conflict, Ashoka learned that a Buddhist monk, Bhadrajiva, was living in his kingdom. Bhadrajiva was famous for his peace and wisdom. Ashoka decided to meet Bhadrajiva and ask him for a solution to his problems. Meeting with a gentleman. One day Ashoka reached Bhadrajiva's ashram. Bhadrajiva welcomed the emperor and asked the reason for his visit. Ashoka narrated the story of his heartache and inner struggle. He said, "O Bhadrajiva, I am distressed by my actions. I have killed countless people and now my soul is unable to bear this burden. I am looking for peace." Bhadrajiva smiled and said, "Emperor, peace is within you. You have to look within yourself to find it. Lord Buddha has taught us that the greatest victory in life is to conquer your own mind." Introduction to the Buddha's teachings. Bhadrajiva introduced Ashoka to the teachings of Lord Buddha. He recited some verses from the Dhammapada and explained how non-violence, compassion, and friendship are the path to true peace. Bhadrajiva said, "The Buddha said that compassion and non-violence towards all beings lead us to true peace." Ashoka listened deeply to these teachings and felt that this was the path he could follow to find peace of mind. He asked Bhadrajiva, "How can I follow this path?" "The path of meditation and practice." Bhadrajiva told Ashoka about the practice of meditation and sadhana. He said, "Meditation is a means by which we can purify our mind and find inner peace. Meditate for some time every day, calm your thoughts and listen to your inner voice." Ashoka followed Bhadrajiva's advice and started meditating regularly. Gradually, he felt his mental unrest diminishing and he began to realize the truth of life. The beginning of the transformation. Ashoka brought about major changes during his reign. He adopted the policy of non-violence and compassion and propagated Buddhism in his kingdom. He built Buddhist monasteries and stupas at various places and inspired people to follow the religion. Ashoka created an atmosphere of peace and goodwill in his kingdom and launched many schemes for the welfare of his subjects. Missionaries and embassies. Ashoka sent his son Mahendra and daughter Sanghmitra to Sri Lanka, where they preached Buddhism and inspired the people there to follow the path of religion. He established Buddhist embassies in many countries and made his reign a symbol of religion and peace. New direction. India found a new direction during Ashoka's reign. He experienced true peace and balance in his life and gave the message of peace and harmony to his kingdom as well. Ashoka understood that true victory lies not only in expanding the boundaries of the kingdom but in finding peace of one's mind and soul. Conclusion. This story of Emperor Ashoka teaches us that to find true peace and balance in life, we must find peace within ourselves. The teachings of Lord Buddha show us the way to find true peace by adopting compassion, non-violence and friendship in our lives. Ashoka brought this change in his life and made his mark as a great emperor. Self-realization. Ashoka's story is an inspiring example of how we can improve our lives by being inspired by the teachings of Lord Buddha. When we recognize the peace within us and purify our mind, we find the true direction of life. This path of peace and harmony connects us to our inner reality and makes our lives meaningful. Thus, Ashoka was inspired by the teachings of Lord Buddha and gave a new direction to his life and understood the importance of peace, balance, and wisdom. This story inspires us that we too can find solutions to our problems and live a happy and successful life by adopting the power of peace and meditation in our lives.